What was your first reaction when you heard what happened?
I called my family because my family's in the area, and it was Lunar New Year. And even though we are, at least in my household, taught that Lunar New Year sets a precedent for the rest of the year, so you're supposed to celebrate that year, all I could think of was, is my family okay? And I know that so many other people within the community also had these horrific thoughts.
You talk about Lunar New Year sort of being a sign of prosperity to come. It's supposed to be obviously a joyous moment. We know that a lot of Lunar New Year celebrations after this attack were altered, canceled. And I want to read part of the statement that Stop AAPI Hate put out after the shooting. They said, quote, "This tremendous act of violence on one of the most important days of the year for many Asian Americans, at a place where Asian American families come to gather and celebrate, is sending shockwaves through our community." Can you give us a sense of what it means that this attack happened on the Lunar New Year out of all days, and what it feels like to not feel safe to celebrate?
It is enormously conflicting. This day is sacred to us. It is the most important day of the year. And to be a member of this community means to carve out identity, especially in light of the rising violence that has happened towards the AAPI community. This day is special traditionally, and it's special in the context of history right now. And to have this violence just wreck this moment has been really difficult. You know, I spent last night trying not to cry because I don't want to set that precedent for the rest of the year. It's also a moment of reflection because there is a true conversation that needs to happen about the rates of domestic violence within our community. You know, 60% of Asian American Pacific Islander women have reported to be either survivors of domestic violence or sexual violence. That's 60%. That's from AAPI Women Lead.
Wow.
So there's a very real conversation that's needed to have, and we're healing and we're holding each other in community.
Amanda, there's already a level of fear, as you mentioned, among the AAPI community after the growing number of attacks that we've seen in recent years. Are there any changes that you want to see?
The number one change that I want people to see is to have more empathy. You know, the perpetual foreigner stereotype is pervasive. Right? This idea that AAPIs don't actually belong, that we're questioned, where are you from? No, really, where are you from? When so many people here have been here for generations. And so if folks want to support the AAPI community, I encourage you to support your local businesses, restaurants, entrepreneurs, or educate yourself on the history of AAPIs in this country.
Amanda Nguyen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.